Jessica Hernandez is one of those artists who's impossible to neatly categorize. She's soulful, has elements of R&B, Motown, and jazz, and she absolutely killed it on stage at Riot Fest 2016. And that's where I'm at as I'm recording this bonus episode of Car Con Carne. I'm without the Mazda 3. I'm also without food, but I'm here with microphones, and I had the chance to sit down with Jessica after her set. She is 100% a Detroit citizen, but we started by talking about something much more Chicago.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's meet in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
I want to start by talking about your time at Columbia College in Chicago. When you come back through Chicago, do you bore the Deltas by saying, oh yeah, I used to hang out there, or I used to do this, or I used to do that?
Yeah, actually it was funny. One of the interviews I did earlier, the guy filming was like on the same floor as me in the dorms at Columbia.
That's amazing.
And it was really funny, yeah. But yeah, I mean, Chicago has like a really big influence on like my music and my life. I mean, when I was at Columbia, that's when I kind of decided like college wasn't for me, and I'm going to play music full time. So.
Well, it seems to have been a good call.
Yeah.
It seems to be working out for you.
Glad I did that.
The way you blend really classic American sounds, I love what you do. There's Motown, there's jazz, there's blues. Clearly, listening to your music, watching your performance at Riot Fest, you're a fan of music.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What were those things growing up that just lit you up, that just connected with you?
It's honestly all over the place, you know. It's like, I think that growing up I had so many different influences. You know, I have like my grandparents who grew up with like the Four Tops and the Temptations and the Supremes playing at their high school dances, you know. And then I have my parents who, you know, my mom's grew up listening to The Clash and The Cure, and she's like an 80s baby. She's really young. And then my dad's the 70s guy, but then he's also Cuban, so we've got the Cuban influence. And then, you know, if my like uncle who passed, who gave me his like collection of jazz vinyl, you know, so it's like, it's kind of weird, but like when I'm writing, I feel like all those things somehow subconsciously work their way into the writing process, you know.
And the challenging thing with that inclination, with that background, with those interests, finding a band that can help you express that.
Yeah.
Which you did.
Yeah, I mean, that was honestly the easiest part about it. Detroit is so rich with talented musicians, and you know, when I first started doing this, like I'm like a choir, theater, like music nerd, you know, that was what I did in high school. I was like singing with the jazz band and like doing that whole thing, and so the guys in my band, like they're all jazz guys too, like they were all going to music school in Detroit, and like they kind of did the same thing. Like we started playing shows and things were going really well, and like the guys left school to like do it full time and tour, and I think we all share that just like love of music, you know. There's no particular genre that we like necessarily connect with. It's just like we love music, we love writing, we love playing, and that's it, you know.
Mentioning Detroit, there's a certain pride or a boastfulness about being connected with Detroit. You mentioned Detroit from the stage. I mean, it's part of your identity now. Totally,
yeah. I mean, for me, it's really important because I think that, you know, before recently, I think Detroit had a really bad reputation, and you know, my family like is from there. I'm from there. I was born in Detroit. You know, my family has a Mexican restaurant and a Mexican bakery in Southwest Detroit, and like, you know, that's where me and the guys practice. That's kind of like our hub is like Mexican town. And
is there a good horchata there?
Yeah, there is actually. Okay. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. If you're ever there, Armando's and Mexican Town Bakery.
Love a good horchata. Love a good taco.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Secret Evil 2 years ago. I think we're ready for more.
Yeah, we're done recording now, finally. It's just been a long process. You know, we've been so busy on the road the past couple years that it was so hard to like fit in writing, you know. And we finally finished recording the album, and it also took a little bit longer because I wanted to do the album in English and Spanish. And so we did the English in Detroit, and then I went to Mexico City for a few weeks and did the Spanish version out there.
How cool is that?
And yeah, it's really cool. So we're excited. I mean, it's like, it's kind of an experiment. We don't know like how it's going to go or what how people are going to receive it, but I, wanted to do it. It was important to me and like important to kind of like my family as well. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
All right. So new stuff will be ready to go, and just relentless touring. That's the formula, right?
Yep.